A Mortal's Journey to Immortality Episode 228. In the previous episode, after nearly half a month of travel, Han Li and his companions finally arrived at the Yellow Dragon Mountains, one of the main defensive strongholds of the state of Yu. There, a large bald cultivator named Senior Lu anxiously awaited news of the front lines. When he received a message from his injured ally, Hunchback Bu, he learned the grim truth: the enemy's spell warrior army had advanced far quicker than expected. Preparing for the worst, Senior Lu activated the Grand Mountain Formation and summoned his sect's core formation cultivators to defend the fortress. But just as tension filled the air, another message arrived, this time bringing hope. 3 Nascent Soul cultivators had come to their aid: Han Li, Old Man Ma, and Gu Shuangpu. Upon meeting, Han Li's calm presence stood out. He even recognized 2 familiar faces, the Murong Brothers, though they could barely recall him from their past encounters. With introductions made and the defense now reinforced, the cultivators gathered inside the Jade Hall, ready to plan their next move. And the episode 228 continues. Skipping further pleasantries, the large bald man bluntly said, "You 3 fellow Taoists arrived just in time. I just received information that an army of spell warriors attacked fellow Taoist Bu's Sky Terrace Valley and are coming here in passing. In less than half a day, our defeated allies from Sky Terrace Valley will arrive. I hope when the time comes, you 3 fellow Taoists will be able to rescue them." Without the slightest hesitation, Old Man Ma replied confidently, "This will be handled. It is but a trivial affair. I'll be able to do it myself. So there's no need for fellow Taoist Han and brother Gu to act." Han Li and Gu Shuangpu exchanged glances, slightly surprised at the old man's calm assurance. Twisting his long beard, Old Man Ma revealed a faint smile and a hint of mystery. "Fellow Taoists, don't be surprised. It isn't that I wish to show off, but there is a recently acquired treasure that I wish to test. Surely you won't oppose me?" Gu Shuangpu chuckled lightly, his expression indifferent. "Hee. Fellow Taoist Ma must feel confident. I'll leave it to you." Satisfied, Old Man Ma added, "Then let fellow Taoist Han and brother Gu take a rest. I will be accompanied by the Murong Brothers, who have cultivated the lightning bind spell technique. Their power should prove useful." With no objections, the group set off. Han Li and Gu Shuangpu were led to a secure hall by 2 core formation cultivators and given a place to rest. Meanwhile, Han Li was separated from the others and guided by a young, delicate woman to a small, serene building. "This place is normally restricted to low-grade disciples," the woman explained, standing politely to the side. "It should be an optimal place to meditate. Senior may rest here." Han Li nodded, a faint smile forming on his face as he examined the tranquil surroundings. The woman hesitated before asking softly, "Senior, is fellow Taoist Mi Yin doing well? I haven't seen Senior Martial's sister in a long time." Han Li, surprised by the familiarity, glanced at her and asked, "What, are you familiar with young Lady Ni?" He immediately sensed an inexplicable sense of trust toward the young woman, while she herself became slightly flustered. "I was able to enter the Saber transformation dock thanks to Senior Martial's sister Ni's recommendation," she explained, lowering her head. "How could I not be close with her?" At that moment, recognition dawned on Han Li. "Yingning? Li Yingning?" The woman raised her head, astonished. "Has Senior heard my name before?" Han Li remained silent for a moment before asking, "What was your mother's name? What country did she come from?" After a long hesitation, she answered, "My mother's name was Mo Yuzhu. She came from the state of Yu. Why does Senior ask this?" He then asked if she still possessed the passing spirit jade pendant. "I do. I've kept it close ever since I was small." Blushing slightly, she retrieved the white jade pendant from her robes and handed it to him. As Han Li rubbed the smooth surface, a long sigh escaped him, and his expression turned listless. "You should realize who I am now," he said softly after a pause. "What did your mother say of me?" He examined her features and noted faint resemblances to her mother. Li Yingning explained quietly, "Mother didn't speak much of you. I only knew that someone had given her a congratulations gift when I was born. But I never found out who it was. I didn't expect it was Senior. Martial Senior Han. Han Li smiled wryly, recalling his past. I only recently entered the Drifting Cloud sect several years ago. In the past, I could not remain in the state of you. So it is no surprise that you've heard nothing of me. How were you able to enter the Saber Transformation Donk? It would not have been surprising if you joined the Controlling Spirit sect. Li Yingning's eyes widened in surprise. Why would that not be surprising if I were a disciple of the Controlling Spirit sect? Han Li, sensing her ignorance of her father, explained gently, "You didn't know about your father's affairs?" She forced a faint smile. Her expression dim. "I know little. My grandfather and father died from unknown causes. I lived with my mother, wandering until we reached the territories of the Nine Nations Union." Han Li nodded thoughtfully. "It seems your parents were caught in the crossfire of the Devil Dao's internal struggle. The Ghost Spirit sect ended up controlling the state of you, not the Controlling Spirit sect." Seeing her confusion, he chose not to elaborate further. Returning the jade pendant, he smiled. "This pendant has followed you all these years. I was your mother's senior martial brother of sorts. You may call me Martial Senior Han in the future." Li Yingning blinked, slightly embarrassed but delighted, and whispered softly, "Martial Senior Han." Han Li produced 2 jade bottles filled with medicine, explaining their usefulness for breaking through bottlenecks at the core formation stage. Gratefully, she accepted them, her voice crisp and sincere. Curious about her magic treasure, Han Li asked about the flying saber she was riding. She confirmed it was her main weapon, crafted from intense flame iron and profound blossom crystal. Han Li shook his head. In ordinary times, it would be sufficient, but facing spell warriors, relying on that alone could be dangerous. Li Yingning admitted she had no time to refine another treasure. Han Li then summoned his spirit beast pouch, releasing a swarm of black-tainted gold-devouring beetles. He transformed them into a compact, fist-sized ball imbued with an azure spell seal and handed it to her. "Place this item well. When facing a difficult enemy, throw it. It will save your life." Odd, Li Yingning accepted it, repeating her thanks with deep sincerity, fully convinced of Han Li's kindness. All doubts vanished. "All right, you may leave now. I wish to rest." Han Li retrieved the remaining insect swarm. His rapid journey had drained much of his magical power, and he needed to restore it. Using a faintly intimate tone, Li Yingning said, "Martial Senior Han, have a proper rest. If the spell warrior army arrives, I will come and inform you." And that wraps up this episode. In this part, we saw Han Li arriving at a critical location just as urgent news arrived about an army of spell warriors attacking Sky Terrace Valley. Old Man Ma confidently volunteered to handle the incoming defeated allies on his own, revealing both his skill and the power of a newly acquired treasure. This showed us his experience, his strategic thinking, and the quiet confidence of a truly powerful cultivator. Meanwhile, Han Li was guided to a serene, secluded place to rest, allowing him a moment of calm amidst the chaos. It was here that Han Li unexpectedly reunited with Li Yingning, the daughter of an old friend. This reunion brought a deeper understanding of his past connections. Han Li carefully confirmed her identity and learned about her family's tragic history, including the loss of her parents and the hardships she faced growing up. He then strengthened their bond by offering her meaningful guidance and gifts, including the specially transformed gold-devouring beetles, a magical treasure designed to protect her in dangerous situations. Through these actions, we see Han Li's thoughtfulness, foresight, and genuine concern for those connected to him. This episode also highlighted Li Yingning's character, her respect, gratitude, and trust in Han Li. Her willingness to follow his guidance and accept his gifts shows her loyalty and her readiness to grow under the protection and mentorship of her martial senior. Their interaction emphasizes the importance of trust, guidance, and intergenerational bonds in the world of cultivation. Overall, this episode emphasizes themes of mentorship, legacy, and careful preparation for the dangers ahead. It illustrates how Han Li balances his strength and experience with kindness and wisdom, shaping the path for younger disciples and ensuring their safety. It also reminds us that even amidst conflict, the connections between people and the lessons from the past continue to guide decisions and protect lives. If you enjoyed this episode or found it exciting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can receive notifications for the latest episodes in Han Li's journey. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episodes.